What's up, you guys? Stefan here. So we usually talk about investing and the importance of saving, but we don't ever talk about how you can save. It's a lot easier when you can take your income minus your expenses and you have money left over because you can save and invest the difference. But let's say your expenses are just as much as your income. You may think it's impossible to save money, but that's what we're here to talk about today. Seamless ways that you can save money. Before we get into it, if your expenses are as much as your income, there's a couple of things we should look at first. What we're spending on, what can be taken out, and what can be decreased. So you can look at your past couple months' bank statement, write everything down, every penny that's left your account, categorize everything, and label it. Separate things from the most important, those non-negotiables, and the things that you can take out, like eating out, maybe adjusting your grocery list, not driving as many places, things like that. So once you have all that set, now you can readjust your expenses, how much they are now, with your income. And on the flip side, if you have space between your expenses and your income, that's a great way to start. And the things that we're going to talk about in this video, it's just going to help you take that even further. So why should we save? The list could go on and on, but the number one reason why we should save is for an emergency. In case you lose your job, you get injured, you get into an accident, and you can't work. You always want to have that reserve. My minimum is 6 to 9 months. So that way, if your income stops, you'll have enough saved to be able to pay your expenses. Now, on the flip side of that, creating passive income will help out as well, which we'll talk about in a later video, because that passive income could easily offset you losing your main source of income. And you never want to let your money sit at home. If it's sitting in your mattress or under your bed, it's losing value. How is it losing value? Inflation. Every year, which I'm sure you guys have noticed, prices always seem to go up. And it brings down the value of the dollar every single year. So if it's sitting in your mattress, that $100 over the course of a year is only worth about $98. Let's take the price of milk. Once upon a time ago, milk was only about $2. Now, it's over $3. Is it because those cows are now Olympic gold medalists? No. The cost of that same item is going up. Now you need more money to get the same thing because the value of that dollar has gone down. So when you put your money in a savings account and that savings account has interest on it, that dollar is now growing with inflation. When you're saving your money, you always want to put it in a place to where you can't touch it, but it is always available when you need it. So let's get into it. Number one on our list is Cashback Rewards. Cashback Rewards is a program that a lot of credit card companies use that gives you 1 point for every dollar that you spend. And as you start to rack up those points, you can turn it into cash or as a credit on your statement. So how can I save money from that? Typically, you get 1 point per dollar spent, and every 100 points equals $1. So let's say I go through this month, I use my credit card for all my expenses, and at the end of the month, that statement becomes $2,000. So that $2,000 would equate to 2,000 points, which will equate to $20. I can use that 20 as cash, and when I get that cash, I can put it in my savings, or I can use that $20 as a credit on my statement. So now my statement is $20 less. Then I can use the $20 out of my pocket that I was going to pay on the bill, and I can put that into savings. So overall, for that statement, I'm still using the $2,000 that I would have used. And I have an additional $20 in my savings. And that's something you can do every month. Some credit cards even give you 1.5 and 2 points, depending on the card that you have. And certain cards even have bonus categories to where if you go to a certain store, you can get up to 5 and 10 times the amount of points. That's gonna take your savings to a whole nother level. The second thing is unexpected discounts. So this could be a multi-person discount, it could be you going to a place that has a sale that you didn't know about, anything like that. This will happen more often when you sign up for those membership discounts. Not saying you have to sign up for a credit card for every single place that you shop, just even those free accounts like CVS, Walgreens even has one, just about any department store. So just take a look at some of the places that you go every month and see what kind of programs that they have. I'm gonna use Best Buy for this example because this happens to me all the time. So when you spend a certain amount, even though you may not have a credit card, you get points for those purchases. Since it's not a credit card, the point system may vary. What you get for those points will vary. So let's say I go and buy a phone case, which is 40 bucks. I get to the register, put in my phone number for my account information, and that $10 off coupon pops up. So I was going to Best Buy, prepared to spend $40 for a phone case. So I take that $10 off coupon, apply it to my purchase, and I take the $10 cash that I would have used for that purchase, and I put it away to save. Am I spending extra money on the savings? No. This is $10 that I would have used. It's $10 that I was prepared to use. So that's $10 that I still should use along with that coupon. And I'm using it to put it in my savings. Number 3 on my list is generous people. Now this could be your parents or your friends or your girlfriend or your boyfriend. Anytime you're going out to lunch, dinner, getting coffee or whatever, and the other person offers to pay for the meal. My dear father taught me to never turn down a blessing. So if somebody offers to pay for the meal, go ahead and accept it. It is okay. But that doesn't mean you're off the hook. You can take that money that you were prepared to spend anyways, and you could save it. Number 4 goes without saying, reducing the amount of times that you go out to eat. Does this mean you have to eliminate going out completely? No. But we have some financial goals here that we're trying to meet, and going out a little bit less is going to help us get there. The more you can cook at home, the more you can make your coffee at home, the more you can pack your lunch and bring it to work instead of going out, will help us save money on that food, on those snacks, on that extra, and it'll help us save on the gas that it takes to get to these places. So we need to look at it from 2 different angles. Cooking at home will save you a ton of money. I know it's a little cliche, but it's something that we all, even myself, have to be reminded of. Number 5 on the list, extra paydays. If you haven't noticed already, if your paychecks are weekly and bi-weekly, there's a couple of times throughout the year to where you get an extra paycheck. If you get paid weekly, on a normal month, you get 4 paychecks, but 3 times out of the year, you'll get an additional paycheck. If you get paid bi-weekly, there's 2 times throughout the year to where you get an additional paycheck. So this means we need to take advantage of that so we can set ourselves up better for the future. So when you're putting together your budget, you're always budgeting for the normal. If you get paid weekly, that's 4 checks. If you get paid bi-weekly, that's 2 checks. So when those months come around with that extra paycheck, divide it up, save the majority of it, and at this time, it would be okay to do a little something for yourself. But again, don't go crazy because we have goals that we're trying to reach. That's all I have for today. If you have any additional ideas that you would like to add, please leave a comment below. I would love to check them out and even share them in a later video. If you have any questions about these methods, you can leave a comment or send me a message directly. If you want to hang out with me even more, check me out on social media at The Sauce. Thanks again for watching. Until next time.